right, welcome back, everyone. We're going to take a look here at price action and get an idea of what the next leg up is going to look like for Dogecoin. So right now we're having a bit of a sell-off in the market. Nothing abnormal. Bitcoin is selling off as well. So typically we're going to see that type of reaction overall kind of get trickled down, especially through the top 10. So we're a little red now, still over 21 cent. This is absolutely phenomenal. We closed in this zone. I love it. We're closing some of the highest candles we've ever closed since 2021. This is definitely the bull run, guys. We're on the second leg. So we're going to probably let this thing this out a little bit, but ultimately we're in a much bigger zone than the previous one. So where we were bumping our head, if you look here, was getting these push downs here from entering this zone. This zone is much bigger, and this gives us the range to potentially reach all the way up to 30 cents, somewhere around 26 or 30 cents. So we are going to establish some like a pivot point somewhere where we're going to kind of meet with pushback. So what that means is typically in a zone, whether that be, it's not necessarily just a gap. You don't just gap through zones like, oh, this is a zone here, so we just can shoot through it. Now, yes, we do have bigger gaps like these candles here. Once you get into this zone and you do have that breakthrough, the momentum is much bigger. So it is technically a gap zone, but there will be opposition. I guess that's the best way to say that. So what that means is they're going to draw the line in the sand somewhere, basically to try and get the coin down. So what we're looking at here, we see if we go back to even to around 2021, late 2021, around December, we'll see that we had around two rejections here at around the 22 cent mark. Not strong ones, but still there. So we can kind of expect maybe around 22 cent, which is kind of what happened yesterday. We saw that, like, we're kind of bumping our heads there. And then after that, it's the run to around 30 cent. So ironically, we had a light one around 27, but nothing above two tests that we didn't break, even on the previous descent. So, and this is not even counting the bull run, because obviously we're gapping because of different scenarios back in earlier 2021. But the previous ones, even if we're looking at this in the opposite way, we are not seeing anything strong above the 22 range. So this is still technically what qualifies gap territory, but overall, this is, and the only reason I don't want to necessarily include what happened in 2021, because that was a different catalyst that was driving it. It was more so a lot of the FOMO was already coming in, a lot of the news around Elon and stuff. So that's typically why we were having a lot of these gaps back here in early 2021. So I'm not using that as strong as an indicator, but if we're looking at some of the other tests here, even if we go back to around July before we broke back higher and went to around 36 cent, that's going to be a big one here. But we tested once or twice, and then we broke it. So I don't imagine that it'll probably, this weekend, we may get some price action. It's a long weekend. So it's a 3-day weekend. So we may not get much price action. We'll probably get some sideways movement, but just kind of expect 22 cent to kind of be where we get a few retests at before we have that run there. So nothing abnormal going on. Let's take a look here at the shorts. Shorts are, drawing the line in the sand around the 22 cent mark. And I know some of you are like, oh my God, I can't believe they're shorting. Like I said yesterday, people will short anything, everything. They are even shorting Bitcoin right now. And even if they get obliterated, like, what would happen is, as Dogecoin grows and builds like that legwork to become like to get some stability and all that kind of good stuff, the shorts, the amount of people that target it specifically will go away. They'll find other things that are easier to short, but there will always be shorts in there. That's just how the market goes. There's always someone who's saying that they believe it's going to go down. You know, even if you look at my Twitter page, well, X, excuse me. Yesterday, there's a guy named like Dude Shorts, and he was on there saying, "I can't wait to short it." And it's just that people they live to be pessimist, or they live to target certain coins here because they believe that they don't like how the coin was founded. They don't like the fact that it's attached to Elon. It's a number of reasons why they target these coins here, but as long as they keep getting bent, I have no issues here. There'll come a day when we're at the top of we're at the peak of the bull market, and then they'll have an opportunity to write it down, but that time is not now. And so this is why they keep running into trouble here. So right now they know that they're not necessarily going to turn the bull market, but they're trying to collect profit anywhere they can. So right for the last month or so, it hasn't been working out for them, but they are certainly trying. And just so you know, just don't try and build frustration around it, because they aren't going to go away. But I believe the intensity will go away at some point. But overall, we're never going to look in here and have absolutely no shorts. That's not how this works. Bitcoin here looks like I did a great retest above the 14-day. Probably not going to break the all-time high today, but similar price action. I believe we'll probably do something like this, start this sideways movement over the next few days, probably going into next week. So I don't necessarily believe that we're going to be, as a market, I don't necessarily believe that we're going to be testing these resistant points this weekend. I could be wrong, but I think we're probably going to have a kind of like a calm weekend going forward. Let's take a look here at shorts for Bitcoin. Shorts are still in, no major movement today, 0.73. So, but they did take a position the other day that they are still in. So, not being super aggressive like they are here. So that means that they're not expecting a major pullback, at least not yet. So we'll see. Now, the only thing that can kind of mess up these charts is if Bitcoin has a huge sell-off, and then we could probably see that kind of trickle over into like Dogecoin and things like that. But overall, that's one of the reasons why I'm really happy about 18 cent, because that we spent a lot of time there, and there'll be a lot of transactions that are absolutely will be executing around that mark, and that will give us an opportunity there to have a strong floor if we still need it. Because right now, when we start doing these bigger candles, we have to kind of look at the next point. That's going to be, okay, where is it going to be a good floor for us if something in the macro happens, if Bitcoin sells off, if a whale dumps. If you start looking at these things, where is that going to be? And 18 is pretty solid, I'll say that. So, but again, right now, I'm not expecting any of these things to happen over this weekend. But if I'm wrong, that is where I expect to get a bounce from. But I don't think we'll have that sell off right now. The volume that's coming in is relatively high, so it'll be a number of things that have to go wrong before that actually happen. So let's go here and take a look at longs and shorts, the percentages. So open interest down 3.84%. So we're still right around the 1.8 billion mark. 1.77. So no big changes here. Again, I'm kind of expecting this to kind of last through the weekend. I think we'll probably go over 2 billion next week, but obviously if something big happens, then we'll discuss it. Long short ratios, still 2-to-1, 5-minute 2-to-1, 68%, 30-minute still 2-to-1, 69% long, 30% short. Even on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, 1 day, 1.86, 65 long, 34 short. So this is kind of what I meant by them kind of gearing up for 22 cent to see if they can kind of get some profit there. So we'll see how that works out for them. But overall, the market is still saying higher, which is kind of what you're looking for before you start indicating like a big pullback. Because when you start looking at options and people that are looking to make big sums of money, this is kind of going to give you an idea of where the market is, kind of pricing in the value of the coin and kind of what actions they're expecting and kind of where the money is being bet. And it's certainly being bet on higher numbers here. So this is all good for the current price action. So the market is still saying Doge is undervalued. So we still have more to go. These are things you kind of check along the way when it comes down to kind of like getting a guesstimate of where the top will be and stuff like that. And obviously, I'll make a video around that, probably around like profit and the top and stuff like that for those of you who want to take some. But I'll save that for another day. Take a look here at the overall coin market, get an idea of volume. Number 8 now, 1.26 on the 24. Around $1 billion behind USDC, XRP. My comment from yesterday still stands. We're going to flip both of these coins, the stable coin and XRP. I think, let me make sure. Let me refresh this page. So yeah, so we're going to flip both of these here. Solana, we're going to certainly hit some higher numbers to do that, but we're going to flip both of these coins probably before we break 30 cent. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. Bitcoin down 1.67%. So again, as long as we're not having a major like sell-off or profit taking at around the 69 mark for Bitcoin, then we should be pretty stable going through the weekend. Now, if Bitcoin sells off for whatever reason, then possibly that can, not even possibly, it'll certainly affect the rest of the market. So for those of you who are just coming into Dogecoin, I know we're growing every day. I know the community is growing every day. For those of you that are looking to enter and get new positions, even just a side note, if you catch Bitcoin selling off, you can probably get not the best deal, because obviously that was, at around like 6 cents, but you'll be able to get a deal compared to the current evaluation of the coin, meaning that you can possibly catch the coin dipping below fair value. So if the coin, like the market's saying Doge is worth 22 cents right now, and you can catch Bitcoin selling off or something like that, and we have that dip down to 18 cents, you can technically have kind of like I don't want to say guaranteed profit, but you can have instant profit kind of baked in, because we have that spring back up like we did when we went below 15 cents, went down to 13 cents, and then it popped right back to 15 cents, because that's fair market value. If you're able to catch that dip, you're going to make profit. You're going to be in profit very, very quickly. So if you can kind of catch that, then you'll be in a great position. So again, overall, not expecting much going forward. Just wanted to do this price update for this weekend. Obviously, if something comes up or if I get some new information, then I will relay it. If something changes in the market, obviously I'll relay it. So that is what we're looking at right now. Probably some retesting around that 22 cent mark. And then and after that, we're more than likely going to have another big candle up. So just accordingly, consider this with your research. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure that you do. We're going to hit 100,000 subscribers this year. And honestly, I would like to hit 100,000 subscribers before Bitcoin hits $100,000. That'll be really, really great. So if you can help with that, please consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a comment with any questions. I'll get to as many of you as possible. And I will see you guys in the next video.